National Theatre and the producer of the festival. This is my favorite event of our season because we present works in progress in a very relaxed environment. There is no single theme that has to work together or aesthetic that put us together in this space and this time. Only one idea, and that is sharing our work and being together. Unusual things could happen here.
Is this a festival?
Yes.
And you are?
I am.
Wait. I know you are. Here, put this on. I am the real deal. I am the MC. Now move it, so move it. Spotlight. Hello, everybody. My name is Kevin Revolton. I'll be your MC for tonight. A few things of business matters to attend to. The show tonight will run about 3 hours with one intermission. Please take this moment. Please take this moment right now to turn off all your electronic devices and put all your cameras away. Thank you. In case of an emergency, your emergency exit is the way you came in. There's one bathroom and it's in the lobby. Unfortunately. Our seating is not particularly ideal to see everything on stage, so we please welcome you to sit or stand in the very back row to hopefully get a better view. And without further ado, please enjoy.
The scene took place in a field. It's an actor's being. Gertrude, Alice, and a cow. Alice, by means of a stick, would drive the cow around the field. Waiting for a sign from Gertrude that she was ready to write in her pocket. Suppose there's a pigeon. Suppose there is. Suppose there's a pigeon. Suppose there is. Suppose there's a pigeon.
Suppose there is, suppose there is, suppose there is, suppose there is. Suppose there is.
Suppose there's a big giant.
Suppose there is.
Suppose there's a big giant.
Suppose there is. Suppose there is. Suppose there is. Suppose there is.
Suppose there's a pigeon.
Suppose there is.
Suppose there's a pigeon.
Suppose there is.
Suppose there's a pigeon.
Suppose there is. Suppose there is. Suppose there is. Suppose there is. Well, like it or not, everybody has to do something to fill the time.
After all, human beings have to live.
Dogs too.
So it's not to know that time is passing. That is
Is
the
the
whole business of living.
To
Go on, so that they will not know that time is passing.
That is why they get drunk.
That is why they like to go to war.
After all,
That
is
is
what
what life is.
little or big,
Big,
young or old,
old,
dog or man,
or man.
everybody wants every minute so filled
That they are not conscious of that minute passing.
It's just as well they don't think about it.
you have to be a genius to live in it,
To know it,
to exist in it, and express it,
To accept it.
and deny it by creating it.
Our Father,
Who art no more in heaven than on earth or in hell.
who art everywhere,
I neither want nor desire that thy name be hallowed. Thou knowest what best suits thee, etc. The
the
middle
middle
and the end
are
very pretty.
pretty.
child. I do not ask thee that thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. It shall be so, no matter what I do. I can fully resign myself to it.
Give us this day our daily bread, which is thy grace.
I neither wish to have it nor to be without it.
Remember, if thou forgivest our trespasses, as I forgive those who trespass against me.
That is all well and good.
But if thou wouldst rather punish me by damnation, then so much the better.
Since it is
Thy
thy
pleasure.
Finally, mon père,
I am to abandon to thy will, to ask thee to deliver me from temptation and from evil.
Suppose there's a pigeon, suppose there is. Suppose there is.
Music by Cindy Webster. Performed by Peggy DeCursey, Cindy Webster, and Nan Bussey. Once again, give it up for Molinete embodies the spirit of Argentine tango. This ensemble focuses on original compositions seasoned with jazz, classical, blues, and Latin flavors, while staying true to the essence of tango. The timbres of wood and metal create a musical alchemy that is essential to experience, to listen, and dance to. Please give it up for Molinete. Once again, give it up for Mona. Always taking credit for other people's work. I'm here to formally solve for the second. And we are setting up for our ping pong match. Takers, you've been playing me for the prize of no dollars whatsoever. And also, the ping pong is imaginary. Alright, for those who think. Congrats to you. Here's all of you. I'm leaving. So, sorry. Goodbye. I got signed on to the job yesterday, so I have no material for you. To you, mothers, friends, daughters, lovers, dreamers. What's your handiest remedy for something that worries worse than an allergy and, in addition, extends beyond your own body? That's a confusing question, right? Please join me in welcoming Akaina Ghosh as she performs the ultimate mystery remedy in the play Drums from a Distance, written by On Yin Ye.
Electricity. Let me tell you a bit of physics, while this intruder tries to find me in the dark. When my mother first met my father, she was struck at how small he was on every level. His eyes, his head, his being, his name. He was a nobody. He only owned the clothes in his suitcase, she said. 3 shirts, 2 trousers, one with a hole in the center like you drip urine, and a pair of rubber slippers. His ribs showed through his skin, his knees, 2 jutting lobes of rock buds knocked against each other as he walked into her joint that Christmas Eve of 1989, asking for money, mercy, room, food. She showed him mercy, all right, and many times after that, until she plucked a message from heaven and saw a dream where God told her that she was Father's fated mate. I like to call it Father's orbiting shell. She found a place in that shell in his constitution, and he stopped moving around like an unstable atom. And this is how the project to make electricity began. You see, electricity occurs when there's an exchange of orbiting things between atoms. That is, this atom says, here, take some of mine, to that atom. And then that atom says, of course I won't, you have some of mine too. Atom N for mother and atom F for father. Mother brought home the money. Father went to the market with her food list and brought home the change. Mother liked to eat shortcakes and watch the TV while the light beamed into her open legs. They shared in a slow flow at first. A bad sign. In physics class with Miss D, whom we like to call the female GG genius, interactions between living molecules were living processes. Living means that they are hardly quiet, namely, eating, not quiet, shitting, not quiet, sleeping plus snoring, not quiet. Mine and are not really quiet, you know? Because deduction I made from the female GG genius's teachings. I have to make up my own theories, yeah? Adam M and Adam F were slow. Do this, and Father said yes. Do that, and Father said yes. Soon yes turned to no and maybe, and why didn't you do it? And who do you think you are? Adam M is heavy when drunk. I managed to drag her down the hallway to her room when I was 7. And then when I was 10, I wrapped her arms around my shoulders like a necklace worn backwards and carried her to sleep. You see how atoms can give strength to other atoms? Sedimentary rock is usually heavier when wet, but we bear with the laws of nature. I never told Father what Mother said about his small days, but he knew that she told me things, and more than that, he knew that I felt sorry for him, that he was so short like that, and that he could not reach up and punch Mother in the face with ease. But then Father hardly fights. He just talks. That's why he just talks. They're still talking now, shuffling through the corridor, stomping their feet. Can you hear them? Grow taller! Grow bigger! My mother shrieked at him. I've always been too much for you to handle. That must have been when the spit landed on my face. That must have been when I asked the female GG genius what to do when atoms do not work well together. And she had asked me, do you mean incompatible? Now, I want to take your mind away from atoms for a moment and imagine a clock ticking. I do this sometimes. I match my thoughts to the ticking of the clock as it walks across the hands, across the numbers. 1, 2, 3, just like that. Like ants over my unwashed sugar spoon, marching. Bam, bam, bam. It's always the same, this movement with an end in sight. You know why? Because a clock ties them all together. I can join you in counting many such movements. A fatty heart beating its way to the grave. My mother flicking the lipstick off her lips to go out after a shouting match. Miss D swiping the tears from my face, and then her hands going lower and lower, back and forth, back and forth. If you and I were to slow the whole picture of life at the dimming switch, you would see that our bodies are orchestrated like cosmic clocks. We tick up, down, side to side, brain to spinal path, time waves. There's always a preordered result at the end. And this is how I came to understand how Adam M and Adam F ticked through the initial vacuum that saw to me being born. Father cooked in the kitchen and told me that rice should never be salted while cooking. Mother snooped through my things looking for love letters from boys. And that's how she found GG Genius's letter. I had folded it in a toffee wrapper and slid it in a crack between the wall and my closet. Not even the eyes of Jesus could find it. Even a 16-year-old girl knows that sort of confidence. A Judas must have led her there. What hurt the most is that she interrupted one of her shouting matches to read the contents out loud to Father. It hurt to hear her say that that Gigi Genius was sick and that she would be burned by God's holy fire. And Father had said it must be one of the schoolboys pretending to be her physics teacher, because boys pull pranks like that. And she said he was a fool to have thought this, and that his brain was as undersized as the rest of him. I can still hear the electricity working its way up their feet and igniting them at the same time. Their arms flung from their bodies at awkward angles. It is the atoms. Always the atoms. Mine were compatible with Gigi Genius's, aren't they? And theirs weren't. That letter, it never found its way back to me. It wandered the corridors of the staff room and then landed on Gigi Genius's desk. Sacked her for life. But Gigi Genius, my own Miss D, thinks like a man. She talks like one and walks like one when she laughs. There's a strength in her jaws that comes from somewhere deep within her broad chest. She always speaks in a gruff voice, the way one has when one is waking up from sleep. A mysterious tweak of nature, she calls it. When I ask her what she means exactly, she says, she's not a man, and she's not a woman. I don't know how that's possible. Atoms. Just atoms. I don't know. I usually say, I'm just 16. I'm just 36. Sitting in this closet, the way that I sat when Mother read my letter to Father. Can you hear her reading it? I can. Even as I hold my own son's letter, written him by. No, it's not from a teacher, written him by. I can't do this. 14, when Miss D started asking me what I was going to do when my parents hurt each other. And I had said, with such confidence, that I wanted to kill them all. To tell you the truth, I've been crying when I said that. And crying is not something I do often. It was important that I cried. That Sunday afternoon in Miss D's soft chair. Because I knew that I would be the one to watch their physics forever. I carried it with me for the rest of my life. My son's letter, my boy's letter is from a hand I do not know. But the handwriting, the way the letters curve around each other, it's from a girl who loves him. It's the electricity all over again. So tell me, what do I tell him about the slow and then fast ways in which people like atoms deteriorate? How they're thrown in the fire to roast? A small man. He's small like his grandfather. So yes, I want to keep this too and hide it where not even the eyes of Jesus can find it. All right, no, I will wait to think on this matter. I don't even know what I'm thinking. But why is it this matter about atoms, shells, and darkness? Why is there no light in this closet?
enveloped in a thin film, tight container, thick skin, rough rock, brittle shell, stone callous beneath. Do you prefer to be porous or keep contained, solid, smooth? When the seal is cracked, the scroll unrolled, the barriers unbound, what pours? How do these innards mix and mingle with the outwards? What in your world transforms? Is transformable. Wonderstand. To understand through a state of wonder. Come, wander. Welcome to the waves wide world where to be alive is a wonder. Free to be, hard to make. When you consider the state of under and think of the state of place out there in here, all of the stuff stuck, settled somewhere between frame and gut, mysterious layers. Whither wander? Wander you a while with me? Wordless words await.
If I could be If I could be more like me, more like me. If I could be eyes, look, I'm human. Tell me, what is the state of your heart? Shape of your heart? Shade of it? The heart wants what the heart wants. What does it? Humble human. Your heart is human. Bring the body to brain. This is a message from body, the vessel, the sacred muscle, body, the being. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bum 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 bum. Huh? Over the years, I'm getting used to this old sack of bones, the weight I carry, the space between my teeth. Give it the gnaw, give it the crush, give it the squeeze. Screwed rider, squeeze tighter. My case is wearing thin. Vein, veil, a velvet shield, the helmet peel, a brain bunker, bone bumper, rackledy, 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 ramshackle, shelter, covert, connector, protector, protect, protect, protect. One at the elbows, rough at the edge, mounted, wounded together and bound up in skin. Look at my skin shine, look at my skin glow, look at my skin laugh, look at my skin cry. How can I tell if they got any insides, all these people all pretty in ribbons and bows? Stranger, scanned for danger. Stranger, scanned for danger. Insides like mine, or different? Inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, insides, outsides, insides, outsides, insides, outsides. Protect. 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 Whatever the pressure, build a wall, draw the blinds, raise the fence, border it block by block. What is the wall? What is it blocking? Is there a threshold? A portal for crossing? Stopped by a barricade of blocks. Blocks that guard the gut in good daylight. Glue sticks me to something. You stuck? Yeah? Strained? Stifled? To move with the groove like you usually, normally, typically do. Nailed it. Humble human. Hubris always. Humble human. Hubris. Bada bing. Bada bum. Bada bum 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 bum. Bada bing. Bada bum. Bada bum 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 bum. Inside this frame, there's some sort of pain, woven in with the knot and the gnarl. Here have I pain, and sit with it. Here have I pain, and sit with it. Here have I pain. And sit with it. Stick with it. Stuck. Call the Coast Guard when the coast covers in. The gnarled shark snarled and beckoned me to swim. Dinner time. So I feast. Alive, I bite the crunchy center, stick and stuck my teeth. Give it the gnaw, give it the crush, give it the squeeze. Rider, squeeze tighter. Chipping away, click, picking, kneading, holding, squeezing, ticking, beating, breathe. Struggle, wrestle, wrench, rot, breathe. Coach, impose, enclose, implode, invisible and in control. Unlock, unlatch. Unlocking the latch, I open. Inner liquid seeps through the skin, unleashing, unleaving, relieving, releasing the wordless worlds within. Insides like mine, teeming, filling from toe to foot, foot to knee, knee bone, leg bones, thigh bones, hips, belly, breast. Some sort of threads on the stone of my head, otter thoughts start like waterfalls. The force pulls out. Freedom's coming, freedom's coming, freedom's coming, freedom's coming. Freedom comes in colors without names. Wild, running wild, arms outstretched to the setting sun. Wind rapid whipping, blowing my eyes out, washing my hair back, washing my eyes out, blowing my hair back. Space age rage, out of this world, inner liquid, unfurling fluidly, thoughts untangled at last. Do not melt now. Do not chip away or dwindle. You are not a candle. You are a rock tossed into crystal waters. Fall. You let go. Drop. Ripple. Ripple. Sink, sink, sink. Ripple. Sink, sink, sink. Ripple. Sink, sink, sink. Catch current. Ride. Land. With grace. Pride. Elegance. Dignity. In the dirt. We belonged long ago, mud-bathed and wallowed off in a willow wanderlust, sort of flounder flop, never losing form, only changing flavor, and the flavor you savor, embracing the spool as it spun, embracing the spool as it's fun. Divine prostration to the swift sky above, sweeping upwards in endless cirrus swoops of splendor. Finally, we remember, I am small. And the wayward wind whispers, it's the rush. Hush, hush. In the breeze we breathed and felt at ease again. How to remember? Those others alive, also taking the dive, to take care and cradle their versions. Inside like mine, or different. Whatever the who, you and me too, strayed and searching for the possible with conviction. Whoosh bomb. Rest easy while you spin. If I could be, if I could be more like me, more like me. If I could be, if I could be. More like me, more like me.
We have poet Toby Kaplan. He will share short pieces from an unpublished collection entitled Obligations and Affections, rooted in neighborhood memory, ordinary magic, and disarming discoveries with language. Please listen and enjoy.
I have 3 poems for you. From a painting. See my
From a painting.
I'm sorry. Great.
Here we are. From a painting. How we have been saved, like a civilization framed by fallen trees. A train on a bridge, and the monks pass under the stone trestle. And I wrestle with the dying rat in our toilet. That rat, who made its way through a maze of pipes upstairs, held its breath, floated on its back, looking dead. But as I touched it, my hands gloved inside plastic bags that whiskered me, slimy and limp. Where our trains run and the monks pray for salvation and redemption, where is the train going? Where do the people live and where will they travel? Will they speak to their loved ones, or are they fleeing the worst possible war or relationship, like a rat who wandered away from his rat's nest inside the sewer pipe, his family, his companions? How sorry I am that he died inside my toilet, floating all day, all night. A product of our civilization, our aim to destroy vermin. Rats clean our sewers. What is the voice of a rat? What is the voice of a train? What is the voice of a train, the monks passing under a stone trestle arch, Italy, 1904. Monks who have seen rats in the street. And the rats cannot see that the monks are walking under the arch into the rich thicket of orange trees. And the monks pray for the people who are taking the train, pray for the world of people passing in silence. They pray for the rat, looking for their prayers, looking for their voices. Well, it seems all I ever care about is a product of civilization and my comfort. One afternoon in my house, a man pulls on purple surgical gloves, reaches to remove the rat corpse floating in my toilet. Out the bathroom window, I hear the train passing. A Berkeley poem. The daily drone of street traffic she could hear from the morning as she spat through her teeth at the blank pages around her keyboard clicking, computers murmuring information. Her mind was not on work. This machine displeased her, and she despised all the emptiness she could dig out from the guts of the world that wouldn't feed. She heard her galoshes in the corner sag. Nothing was in place. The voices of her busy co-workers lifted her out of the office chair. Bird call, cows, and children in the yard, crunchy gravel and glorious mud, with a splash of ochre sky, her feet light as laughter. The doorway was now cluttered with others from the office, asking her to join them. It's lunchtime. She could leave her file on her desk for later. They drifted into their raincoats. Some had scarves and hats. No one had ugly rain boots like hers. They opened the elevator and emerged, a wave curling over the street, gray sky quivering overhead. She was immersed in the notion of dreading, of having to go back to work, afraid it would never end. They chose a restaurant nearby where some men ordered drinks from the bar and people sat on stools, elbow to elbow, waiting for tables, hungry and friendly in the smoky dark of clinking glasses. Her thoughts, her own silence, while she looked at her galoshes and didn't remove her coat. After lunch, a slice of light through mist, and as they turned the corner, they watched her cross the street and bend over the blossoms at a flower stand, where colors burst into moist air, refreshed, drops of rain kissing the petals. This last piece is called After Margaret Atwood's Bread. Some of you know Margaret Atwood as a novelist, but she also has prose poems. Imagine a friend, so it's developed from some of her images. Imagine a friend. Up the stairway you walk into the house. There's bread on the kitchen table, branches sway against the window, and kids ride their bicycles on the street. Your mind is as empty as air in the night. When your friend comes home, you cook dinner and watch television, because nothing has ever changed, even though you have shared bread and lies and beer since you were kids. How silence questions. Imagine your friend leaving on a train, passing yards of factories and sunlight that once was home, a separation of years that makes you hungry for bread, as if you were in prison and they are interrogating you for the answers that will put others to death. You are preparing to leave. You take a taxi through crowded streets, looking at people as if they are in a fishbowl. You are going somewhere that will make you rich. Your friend has left for obligation, and generations of duty have made your friend feel stale and crusty like dried branches, old bread. The people in your old neighborhood can't recognize either of you.
Immigrants from Italy, as they explore the life of the mind as stuck and fluid between places. Pizzetti 2, a short work in progress, explores linguistic imbalance and perhaps linguistic dissolution, as the boundaries between one's identity, place in the world, and languages blur.
Thank you. the mothers die. Girls move continents when their mothers die. Then they're here. It's white. It takes one to know one. It takes one to know one.
The cards you've been dealt? Ogni bel gioco dura poco. All good things must come to an end. It is what it is. It isn't what it was.
You want to have your cake and eat it too.
Vuoi la botte piena e la moglie ubriaca.
Translate with approximation.
You want your barrel full of wine and your wife drunk.
Say you know it's misogynist.
Yes, I know. It's misogynist.
What do you like about it?
Nothing. But at least it's not about cake.
Does cake feel childlike? Please answer yes, no, somewhat, don't care to answer.
Yes, it feels childlike.
Why would you want your wife drunk?
To have sex with her?
To make children?
To make children. Then hopefully not die too early. Hair. So thick. The hair of a 16-year-old. Sai di cavallo. Smells like horse. Her aunt told her at the funeral. Then she realized she had not washed her hair since before her mother's death. She had not washed them for how many years? Remember, hair stays singular. Hair stays singular. She had not washed it for many weeks.
It will all come out in the wash in the end. Air your dirty laundry. Hang your laundry out to dry. Get your feet wet, wet blanket. Get your hands dirty. Get your hands wet. Put your wet hands on your dirty teenage hair and grow up and learn to move mountains. Buy a home. And when you're at the supermarket and your dance teacher wants to help you shop, the sisters are embarrassed. They know how to choose shampoo. They will remember the shampoo now and also the conditioner called Balsamo. They will go to a bathroom in another continent and forget the towel for the duration of the piece and wash all the hair, or at least dry it.
One step at a time. It is what it is. I support you either way.
It is what it is.
I support you.
We're on the same page.
I have your back.
Play the game.
One step at a time. It is what it is. I support you either way.
It is what it is.
I support you either way.
We're on the same page.
I have your back.
Play the game.
One step at a time. It is what it is. I support you either way.
It is what it is.
I support you either way.
We're on the same page.
I have your back.
Play the game.
One step at a time. It is what it is. I support you either way.
It is what it is.
I support
It will be harder to feel like yourself. It will be harder to stay dirty. It will be easier to make your own cake. It will be easier to feel alone. Get your feet wet. Get your feet wet. Wind on your wings. Weather the storm. Hot on your sleeve.
It's intermission, so feel free to stand up, stretch your limbs, enjoy our refreshments, go sneak up the bathroom. And if you haven't already, please fill out your application, stick it in the bucket, which Jamie has. Thank you very much. Yeah. How are you guys enjoying the show? Conversational, like first date. Like a first date, it's very awkward. Oh, are those my signals? Oh my God. So obvious. All right, everybody, continuing the festival, we have Inferno Theater, the host of this festival. They are presenting an excerpt from Ophelia's Ripple Effect by our very own Giulio Perone. The fool, oh yeah, clap, clap, clap. Will be staged this coming autumn here in this space, so please be sure to buy tickets. The work that we are presenting is initiated by investigating how perspectives and ideas in contested new territories of science and quantum theory affect our closest and most intimate relationships. This investigation led to two previous staged theatrical installments, Quantum Love and Quantum Desire. Ophelia's Ripple Effect is the continuation of that investigation. In this latest installment, the entanglement of quantum physics with intimate human relationships, love, and and Shakespeare was even more intense.
Time. La durée. That's French for duration. Man's duration, or inner life, can only be understood through intuition. We cannot define our deepest experiences or desires through reason. We live them off the clock. Inner time can speed up or slow down. Feel myriad of emotions. Whereas scientific time always remains the same.
A shoe wrapped in tissue paper. Tall and slim, just like my mother's. What defines us? Is it the secret life of objects? Shoes definitely have life of their own. You slip them on. And suddenly, you're taller, slimmer, carefully balanced. A thought at the edge of my memory, between the pull of gravity and my accelerating neurons. I am on top of the world, and at the top of my game. Is it the color? The style? The charge of electricity courses up my spine. Must be an adrenaline rush from my memories.
Different shoes. Different physique. Same familiar rush. We put on one shoes after another as we're speeding down memory lane. Too loose, too tight, just right. Don't they feel good? The heels are balanced, well-grounded, sensible.
Ripples are simply magic circles that remove us briefly from the flow of time and everyday life. Ripples lead the way toward true desire as they draw us further away from established identity.
whenever I'm looking for a play here in town, everyone's talking about this show, this happening. I just couldn't miss it.
He's the talk of the town. His Ophelia is phenomenal.
Julia!
Hi, how are you?
Well, thank you.
Ophelia.
Ophelia. Hi. What happened in painting? What are you working on?
Oh, my paintings. I just bought some new pigments. I'm trying to finish something. As a matter of fact, I need you to come. Can you come and pose for me?
No one of your mystical inspiration.
You are my inspiration.
Oh, now, please. Maybe not now.
Not now, please.
Juliet, what? Okay.
It's embarrassing. I must have been talking to myself, but lately, I've been feeling lightheaded.
Have you been eating enough? You and your fast food.
I think I have visions.
Visions.
He comes and goes.
Who comes and goes?
He's like a brush of color on my retina. I think of him, and he materializes. He has two scars on his shoulder, like he's lost his.
Lost what?
He's lost his.
Yeah, the show's about to start. Lower your voice and tell me later.
Oh, my Lord. My Lord, I have been so affrighted. My Lord, as I was sewing in my closet, Lord Hamlet, his doublet all embraced, no hat upon his head, his stockings fouled, ungartered and down give to his ankle, pale as his shirt, knees knocking each other, with a look so piteous and purport, as if he had been loosed out of hell to speak of horrors. He comes before me. He took me by the wrist and held me hard. Then goes he to the length of all his arm. His hand rests over his brow. He falls to such perusal of my face, as if he would draw it, non-stately so. At last, a little shaking of my arm, and with his head thrice waving up and down, he raised a sigh so hideous and profound that it did seem to shatter all his bulk and end his being. That done, he lets me go. His head over his shoulder turned, he seemed to find his way without eyes. For out the doors he went without their help. Into the last, bended their light on me.
We were to be married. My lord, I have remembrances of yours that I have longed to redeliver. I pray now, receive them.
No, not I. I never gave you aught.
Honored lord, you know right well you did. And with them words of so sweet breath, composed as made the things more rich. The perfume lost, take these again, for to the noble mind rich gifts wax poor when lovers prove unkind.
Are you honest? Are you fair?
What means your lordship?
That if you be honest and fair, your honesty should admit no discourse to your religion.
Beauty, my lord, have better discourse than with honesty.
Aye, truly, for the power of beauty will sooner transform honesty from what it is to a god than the force of honesty can translate beauty into its likeness. This was sometimes a paradox, but now the time gives proof. I did love you once.
Indeed, you made me believe so.
Well, you should not have believed me, for even virtue should not so inoculate our old stock. But we shall relish in it. I love you not.
I was the more deceived. Get me to him. Why
Why
does
must thou be a breeder of sinners?
I myself
Indifferent,
am honest.
honest,
But yet I would accuse myself.
such things that were best my mother could not for me.
I bring proud,
Revengeful, ambitious, with more offenses at my back than I have thought to put them in, imagination to give them shape, or time to act them in. What should such fellows as I do, crawling into the earth and heaven? We're errand babes all, who leave none of us.
None of us.
Go thy way to a nunnery. Heavens help him.
Thou dost me. I'll give thee this plague as thy dowry. Be thou as chaste as ice,
Chaste as ice,
pure as snow.
pure as snow. Thou shalt not escape calumny.
Thou shalt not escape calumny.
Go thy way to a nunnery. Farewell. self-destruction.
Oh, your words seeped into my mind and then rushed out as soon as I saw you without your makeup on. Language reproduces itself strangely, mysteriously, asexually. Consider the Latin words, da and itus. In English, they come from and inside, and in French, de, dans. How should I, your true love, know from another one?
How should I, your true love, know from another one? You know her so well. Are you an actress?
No, I am Ophelia. The actress left when our lives collided. We belong to each other like a part belongs to an actor.
You mean overlapping reality?
No, it's like living in the present with a ghost's limb. It haunts me, you know, like a missing tooth.
There you are! Ophelia, Beatrix, Jabril.
Hello.
How do you do? I should go, but I'll be back.
Nice wig you got there. Cartier. Louis Vuitton. Versace. Do you like haute couture, fashionable clothes? I do. I'm a high heels and fur kind of girl. Haute couture is made by hand from start to finish with high quality, expensive materials. Did you know? Sewing, needlework. Buy local, certified, organic, or nothing. It's the latest trend, like vintage jewelry. But these are just a few indulgences. I'm also a prolific writer. A, B, C, D, E. If you just put these letters in a particular order, and just like that, they start to make sense. They do make sense.
She's also a bohemian, a hipster, a poet, right?
Yes, I suppose I am. I just finished writing this new self-help book for single women. The Lipstick Queen. You're just a few steps away from attracting your perfect mate. That sounds catchy. A little emphasis on Cupid's bow makes the lips fuller, more sensuous. It creates a juicy wetness. Cupid's bow is the double curve of the upper lip. It looks just like Cupid's bow. Carefully apply to the lining of the upper lip, then finish the look with your favorite lip gloss. There. It's all about individuality and confidence. So you're a philosopher now too? Oh no, I'm just trying to make sense out of all of this. How can all of this exist in a vacuum of empty space? There's so much to see, so many memories. Rouge is still the ultimate cosmetic. Rouge. Yes. Never goes out of style. This lipstick shall endure even extreme wind and weather. Mother Nature herself painted your lips so red. And lady, you would be the cruelest woman in the world if you let your beauty die with you. Oh, sir, I will not be so easy. I will leave the inventory of my beauty for the rest of the world to enjoy. Mexico City and spread like an epidemic into the faces of every European person. Yes. Red cheeks and lips, the ideal of health and beauty. Carmine, animal red, extracted from the dry bodies of the cochineal insect. Cochineal, the bug that changed the face of women. Isn't that amazing? I'm always astonished at how elements hide in cells and insects, how they can be transformed, and yet we walk past them unaware. We breathe them in, breathe them out. We transform them as they transform us. Time marches on. It piles up, it slows down, it circles us in continuous waves. In other words, life simply continues. It seems that at its simplest level, life is all about waves, energy, and chance.
I love to watch the waves. They repeat themselves, yet they can go in any directions like ripples in the water. My favorite waves are those smooth undulations.
What about quantum entanglement?
What about it?
When two particles interact, they become a part of the same system.
Quantum relationships affect the creation of new realities.
What about law of attraction?
Oh, that's only a catchphrase used to describe the nature of the bodies that have a tendency to attract. In this case, they attract each other. Next, we have the Bay Area Setup Players. This evening, the Bay Area Setup Players presents Lizards Meet Holocaust Denied by Chloe Christina, directed by April Blitz, performed by Kyla Seneca, Evan Feist, Alicia Harder, and Lucy Urbano. It was entirely written, directed, produced, designed, and performed by high school students in the East Bay. It was recently featured in BACP's annual 10-Day Play Festival with the theme Spectrums of Love. Enjoy the humor, drama, and love that these students have received and translated.
What happened to you?
A stupid fucking lizard. Ran out in the middle of the street
Hey,
You said we could have a sister night. A sister night, Stacia?
Oh my god, I suggested that like a week ago.
Yes. And when we agree on a date and time, you let the other one know when plans are canceled.
Why do you care so much?
Because I rented Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants and I hate your boyfriend.
I'm right here.
No one was denying that you are.
Okay, I am so not doing this with you today, Romy.
Fine. Then I'll have a sister night with Liza.
Oh, please, no. I'm not staying here any longer than I have to work.
I can't fucking believe you.
I can't fucking believe you, spoiled brat.
It's her problem.
I don't know. She's hormonal or something. Sorry about that.
It's whatever.
Sensitive boy.
Excuse me.
Right. Lewis, this is our, well, this is Liza.
Oh yeah, we met.
Huh? Oh yeah, the party last Friday. Wasn't that fun?
It was alright. Look, sorry if I said anything weird. I don't really know how to act
Around me? Oh, well, don't think of me as Stacia, the heiress of the apartment you clean. Just think of me as Stacia, your classmate, and your friend.
That really helps, thank you.
Your stepmom's Jewish?
We all are. Why?
I just never mentioned it.
It's not really a big deal, so.
It's kind of weird, don't you think? That you're Jewish.
Why?
I just don't see many black Jews.
I guess.
So you converted then, you and your dad?
Nope. Always been Jewish.
Really?
Yeah, actually, my dad and Roly's mom met at temple.
You guys go to temple?
My parents do. Romy and I go sometimes. Do you want to go see a movie?
It's funny, you see black Christians, black Muslims. You don't really see any black Jews.
Yeah, I guess. So, a movie?
Okay. So I thought about it, and I calmed down.
Good.
I mean, it was really horrible of you not to honor your promise, but that doesn't really matter, because I calmed down now.
Okay, whatever.
I mean, it would be nice if you could at least act like your sister holds some weight over your boyfriend, but that doesn't really matter, because I've completely forgotten why I was mad in the first place.
Don't you have homework?
Well, you
As
have
we listen to
homework.
those sirens, we do
This
want
is
to
my
bring in
homework.
CNN's
I was
Armin
watching
Lieberman,
TV
who
homework.
is in
Since when do you
Jerusalem.
care?
Israel
I don't.
pauses there to remember 6 million Jews
Babe,
killed
what are you
across
doing?
every one of those names.
Shouldn't be watching this crap.
And now talk
What?
to us about what
CNN?
you're seeing there and
It's
what
loaded with
plays
lies.
out.
Well, I have to. It's for my World of Media class.
You're actually taking that class.
Yes, I am actually taking that class.
Okay, Romy, stop acting like that. Babe, on, we gotta go.
We're not scheduled, are we?
Well, no.
So what's this assignment?
I have to analyze the bias in different news programs.
Awesome, I can help you with that.
No.
Come on, why not? I know a lot about media.
It's true, Lewis knows a lot about politics.
guess, but
Lewis sees politics in everyday things. He thinks the best way to learn is to have a discussion.
Hey, what are you looking at right now?
What?
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu told the people of Israel
Tell me what's on the screen right now.
last government was like the Nazis.
A memorial.
What he say about this and how people responded to that comparison.
And do any of you know what day it is?
It's Tuesday.
That's it. Really, Stacia, none of you know what day it is.
It's January 27th.
Yes, January 27th, International Holocaust Remembrance Day.
For sure. I knew that.
Rome, you didn't know that? You need to brush up on your Judaism. But so the media is covering.
So the media is covering International Holocaust Remembrance Day. I get it.
But do you get it? The media is manipulating the way we think about the Holocaust.
Excuse me?
Oh, do I really need to say it? Fine, I guess I'll say it. Jews control the media.
No! No!
Romy!
Out! I want him out of my house.
Just sit down. How are you going to understand other people's viewpoints if you don't listen to them?
Stacia, your boyfriend is a fucking lizard.
A what?
Romy has this.
It's not a theory. It's a fucking fact.
You know that conspiracy theory that Jews are alien reptiles that control the government? Romy believes the opposite of that. It started as a joke.
It was never a joke. No anti-Semitic piece of shit has ever proven to me that they aren't a lizard.
She thinks that people that claim Jews are lizards are just lizards trying to cover it up by putting the blame on someone else.
What? Stacia, I'm not anti-Semitic. I love the Jews.
I know.
You have a problem or something?
Where are your scales, lizard boy? Show them to me. Show me your fucking forked tongue.
I am not the enemy. Just try to understand me.
Oh, I want to understand you. I want to peel off your faux human flesh and find out where your mothership is.
I am not a lizard.
That is exactly what a lizard would say if they wanted to lie about not being a lizard.
I am not a lizard. This is stupid. Please. Rome. In this country, Jewish people have a lot of privilege. They're Hollywood producers, politicians, reporters, so it makes sense that we hear and learn too much about the Holocaust. But how much do we really know? How can we know how big the Holocaust is if we hear so much about it?
Read a textbook?
That's just the problem. How can we know it's historically accurate if what they want us to believe is written in the textbook?
So you're saying we shouldn't believe anything anyone ever says?
Exactly. Don't twist my words.
Got it. So all of our textbooks are wrong and you're the only one who knows the actual truth?
Stop it.
Because you went back in time and shared a beer with Hitler and realized he wasn't so bad.
That is not what I'm saying!
What are you saying?
I'm just saying we might not know everything that happened. We shouldn't be so quick to believe what we're told.
This is how it begins. This is how the lizards begin to take over. They make us doubt our whole history and then create a world of paranoia!
Calm down.
I'm sorry, are you saying we shouldn't believe that the Holocaust happened?
No. I'm just saying there are two sides and both have some pretty valid arguments.
Are you serious?
Did you know in some countries it's illegal to even suggest the Holocaust didn't happen?
Bullshit.
What do you mean bullshit?
I mean, sure, freedom of speech and all, but are you saying that European countries created a conspiracy, lying and saying the things that happened didn't actually happen?
It's plausible.
No, it's not plausible. There are so many historical documents and buildings and people who actually lived through this. People who watched their loved ones die and were tortured and watched a fascist government come to power. You can't just deny history.
Why not? There are just some inconsistencies.
What inconsistencies?
We were all in a war, okay? The United States won that war, but they used a lot of heavy wartime propaganda to create nationalism. Holocaust propaganda is a likely form. How do you think the U.S. was able to justify what they did?
That's literally not an inconsistency.
That's a fair point.
Look, Zionism.
Zionism? You're gonna use Zionism to defend your argument? You lizard Nazi?
She can't call me that. Stacey, she can't call me that.
No, I'm sorry.
What? Nazi? Is that what I can't call you? I can't call you Nazi! Nazi!
I am not the enemy!
Who is the enemy?
American Jews funded the Holocaust. How do you think? Why do we ever talk about the monetary system? Where the funding for the Holocaust came from? Why would American Jews fund a genocide for their own people?
You do know that Nazism started as a socialist group. People didn't know genocide was going to happen
Until it happened. Louis, you know my great-grandmother's from Germany. She fled the Holocaust. Everyone else
Then,
I never have.
Excuse me?
Your great-grandmother fled a conspiracy.
So it's true. You don't think the Holocaust happened?
I never said that.
Yes, you did!
Well, doesn't matter. Jewish people are in power now. It's not like what I'm saying is oppressing you. Besides, you're not even really Jewish.
she is.
What is that supposed to mean?
Don't do that.
Don't do what?
Don't make it look like I'm a racist.
Well, everything you've said in the past 10 minutes has been really racist.
Jews are white. How is that racist?
Stacia, you know what I meant.
Most Jews are white. And they're just trying to feel oppressed.
Stop talking.
I read a story a couple weeks ago that a lot of Jewish people spray paint swastikas to make it look like there's anti-Semitism when there isn't any.
Stop talking.
You're just digging a deeper hole for yourself.
Stacia, how could I be racist? I'm dating you.
And oh, what a fucking charity that
Shut up!
Don't tell my sister to shut
She's
up.
not even really your sister. Don't you see how warped Judaism is making you think? You think things that don't matter. It doesn't matter that I believe something from 50 years ago that you don't. It doesn't matter. We're just having a conversation. Freedom of speech, right? I'm just asking questions.
And I'm just ignoring them. You can leave now, Louis.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means you can leave. I'm not interested in you coming into my home and attacking my family.
I'm not attacking anyone.
You can leave now. You coming in?
In a minute.
Weirdo.
Where is your mother's ship?
What you got there?
A gecko.
A gecko kind of lizard.
Don't you think I know that?
What are you gonna do to it?
God, you make it sound like I'm gonna do something nasty.
I'm just asking.
Well, if you really must know, I'm going to set it free.
But?
What butt? Why do you think there's gonna be a butt?
Romy, what's the but?
I'm going to ask it some questions first.
Weirdo.
Whatever.
Let me help you.
Okay. Why are you here?
Why are you so small?
Who do you work for?
Governor Frank!
PTA?
FBI!
CNN?
Who are you?
Are you PMS?
Who are you really?
I wanna know!
Tell me!
I don't like you!
They are proud to present a small segment from their upcoming adaptation of Anton Chekhov's The Bishop, a short story which chronicles a human separation from life. You might say, we get a hint of the diasporas from which no person returns. Let's give a warm welcome to Jennifer Jobes.
Could you ever imagine me, a mother of a bishop? God's will. I visited here today. Pilgrims, making their way on the road. The monastery. 5 golden domes. My son, the bishop, in the golden monastery. Such joy. God's will, none of mine. He was at home. No, I don't mind. Here, I say to myself, I will see him here at the service. Just look at him. You said you saw her here. At the monastery. Mama. My mama I haven't seen in 9 years. I did see her. Mama, it was you! Oh, Mama, I'm so happy! She had 9 children. 40 grandchildren. When I was sick, no mother ever showed more tenderness to a child. Mama, how peaceful was the village! Sheep bleating. The church bells ringing. Oh, the very air made of joy. Dear Lord, why is it we remember everything so much more beautifully than it ever was? Dear Lord, protect my son, your bishop. Let him live. Let him live longer than me. Dear, dear Lord, protect my son. My mother came today. Mama. So hot. Fever? I can't be sick today. I had Palm Sunday service this morning.
looking at you, I suddenly went, thank you. Though why I do not know. Thank you, dear son. Me, a bishop. My mama can't even look me in the eye. My mama, in supplication to me, thoughts to everyone. That day, I walked past midnight along the grove. Everything seemed so inviting, so young. The trees, the sky, and even the moon. They were all within reach. They were visible. Or so it seemed. Damn headache! Son, come home. I can't be sick now. Son, come home, son. I can't be silent.
Tonight is God and Xylophones. God and Xylophones is a dance-through dramatic monologue about music and spirituality. Through one seeker's journey, it explores what happens when we try to cross the space between the human and the divine. God and Xylophones premiered in April at the Temescal Arts Center. Give it up for Joel Knopf.
There it is. Creation of man. Everyone goes nuts about their hands, how God's hand is all direct and finger pointing. Adam's is just very crooked, like he doesn't give a shit. I suppose there's about an inch of space between them. The God gap. I'm plagued by it. In that gap is the expulsion from the Garden of Eden, his original sin. The entire uncrossable divide between what is human and what is divine.
It's like that. You remember that video game, the Oregon Trail? The gap is like a river that you can't ford because no matter how nice your wagon is, how many oxen you have, the river's just too damn wide and someone's going to drown. It's like the poet Robert Browning said.
Ah, but a man's reach should exceed his grasp. Or what is heaven for?
Yeah. Michelangelo got it down. The God gap. One electrifying inch. I started seeking when Isabel told me she didn't love me back. I remember standing on this cliff above the beach, the waves crashing below me, the stars above, and I felt breathless, gasping and shaking like my heart had been taken or ripped from my chest. It was just me, alone, under the stars, my first experience of God. You won't believe it, but God gave me an orgasm. For as long as there has been a God gap, we have tried to close it. God's true name. God's true name. Is this how I find you again? One way they try to close the gap in the Christian tradition is the laying on of hands. I look for you in this cavernous cathedral. Standing on that cliff, I was grappling with the gap that Isabel had left. But it's not just people that can leave a gap. In ancient Jerusalem, there was a temple built that was the Jews' holiest place. The Babylonians came and burnt it to the ground. One day a temple, the
stood. It was not the last temple to be burned. In 1945, during the firebombing of Dresden, the Cathedral Frauenkirche sheltered over 300 people. After 2 days and nights of firebombing, the church's sandstone pillars go bright red and explode. The rubble would lie on the ground for 45 years. They say that trees are made of two kinds of wood, the sapwood and the heartwood. The heartwood is the old wood in the center. You can carve it out and the tree will survive. You can actually take the heart out of a tree and it will heal itself. Same with temples. After the Babylonians destroyed the first Jewish temple, the Jews built a second one. Then the Greeks came and pillaged it, extinguishing the holy lamps, casting the space into darkness. The Jews that could get back inside again found only a single jug of oil, but it was enough to light the lamps and make that space into a temple again. 2,000 years later, Frauenkirche was rebuilt from its original stones. A British blacksmith, the son of one of the pilots who bombed the church, forged a new golden cross for the church spire. At the reconsecration ceremony, Frauenkirche's bells would ring for the first time in 60 years. Reconsecration can't restore what was lost, but it can help us make meaning in the spaces left behind. The thing that we call God is in that gap between God's hand and man's on the Sistine Chapel. The gap is where sparks fly. It's where Icarus burns his wings. The point is not to get to the other side, but to reach for it, like the graceful arc of a tree branch growing towards the sun, or the curve of an outstretched arm pining for a lover. When I saw Isabel the other day, she had these new tattoos shaped like the sound holes in a violin. And she said,
My body is my instrument.
my body is my instrument. Our losses become our sound holes. They create these resonating chambers inside. You are the instrument. Strike gently.
Thank you very much for coming. I'm the managing director of the Burnett Theater. We have one more night of the festival. The program will be a little different. Please invite your friends. As you can see, this is a very special experience. After this, our next piece is we're going to do Midsummer Night's Dream in John Hickle Park. It's where Tosh Stage used to be. It's a gorgeous setting. That's free Shakespeare in the Park. Hope to see you there, July and August. In the fall, you'll see the full production of Giulio Peroni's Ophelia's Ripple Effect. So to see you again. I'll be here in October. So last but not least, I am the managing director. I do count the beans, and to feel free to make a donation. The program has instructions how to do it. It's very easy, very painless. Thank you very much, and send your friends tomorrow. Thank you.
Artistic director of Inferno Theater and the producer of this festival. This is my favorite event of our season because we present work in progress in a very relaxed environment. There is no single theme that ties the work together or aesthetic that put us together in this space and this time. Only one idea, and that is sharing our work and being together. Unusual thing can happen here.
Is this the festival?
Yes.
And you are? I know who you are. I am the real deal. I am the MC. Move it. Move it. Hi, my name is Kevin Revolton. I will be your MC for tonight. And tonight's show will run about 2 hours with one intermission. Please take this moment, please take this moment to turn off all your electronic devices, I see you, and put away all cameras. Thank you. In case of an emergency, your exit is the way you came in. There's one bathroom, and it's in the lobby. And our seating isn't ideal for seeing everything on stage, so if you prefer, we invite you to stand in the back row and try and get a better view. And without further ado, please enjoy the show.
The scene took place in a field. It's an actor's being Gertrude, Alice, and a cow. Alice, by means of a stick, would drive the cow around the field. Waiting for a sign from Gertrude that she was ready to write in her copy. Suppose there's a pigeon.
Suppose there is.
Suppose there's a pigeon.
Suppose there is.
Suppose
Whereupon Alice would again start the cow moving around the field. Until Gertrude signaled that she was ready to write again. Suppose there's a picture.
Suppose there is.
Suppose there's a picture.
Suppose there is.
There's a picture.
Suppose there is. Suppose there is. Suppose there is. Suppose there is. Unless I want or desire it.
Thy kingdom come,
Or not come. Sorry to God, I do not ask thee that thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. It shall be so, no matter what I do. I can only resign myself to it.
Give us this day our daily bread, which is thy grace.
Understand. To understand through a state of wonder. Come, wander. Welcome to the ways wide world where to be alive is a wonder, free to be, hard to make. When you consider the state of and think of the state of place out there in here, all of the stuff stuck. Settled. Somewhere. Between frame plus gut, mysterious layers, wither wallow. Wander you a while with me? Wordless words. Wait.
If I could be, if I could be more like me, more like me, if I could be. What is the state of your heart? Shape of your heart? Shade of it? The heart wants what the heart wants. What does it? Humble, human, human. Your heart is humming. Bada-beep, bada-boop, bada-bum-bum-bum-bum. Brain to body. Body to brain. This is a message from body the vessel, the sacred muscle. Body the being. Eyes. Look. I'm human. Over the years, I'm getting used to this old sack of bones, the weight I carry, the space between my teeth. Give it the gnaw, give it the crush, give it the squeeze. Screwdriver, squeeze tighter. My case is wearing thin. Golly. Yesterday the case came in and look at I'm striped. Like lizard skin, scales and scrim stretched tight. Veins veil the velvet shield of helmet peel. A brain bunker, bone bumper, rackety, 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 ramshackle, shelter, covert, corrector, protector, protect, protect, protect. Whatever the pressure, build a wall, draw the blinds, raise the fence, border it block by block. What is the wall? What is it blocking? Is there a portal? A threshold for crossing? Stranger, scan for danger. Stranger, scan for danger. Insides like mine? Or different? Inside, outside, inside, outside, insides, outsides, insides, outsides, insides, outsides, insides, outsides. Beware. The gremlin in the corner, the crook at the edge, the monster asylum let loose in their heads. Stopped by a barricade of blocks, blocks that guard the gut and good daylight. Clue sticks you to something. Stuck? Yup. Strained? Stifled. Tough to move with the groove like you typically, usually, normally do. No. Humble human hubris hum. Your heart is alive, I bite the crunchy center. Stick and stuck my teeth. Gird the gnaw. Give it the crush. Give it the squeeze. Screw rider, squeeze tighter. Case is wearing thin. Chipping away, click, picking, beating, holding, squeezing, ticking, beating, breathe. Struggle, wrestle, wrench, rot, breathe. Enclose, impose, implode, enclose, implode, impose. Rot. Here have I pain, and sit with it. Here have I pain, and sit with it. Here have I pain, and sit with it. Stick with it. Stop. By gum, my gut got growled and thump, thump, beep, thump, thump, beep, thump, thump, beep, beep, thump, thump, beep, beep. Bada bing, bada bum, it's all gone. But the bada bing, bada boom, bada bum, 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 bum. Border, walls, reach. Unlocking the latch I open. Inner liquid seeps through the skin, releasing, relieving the wordless worlds within. Foot to heel, knee bone, leg bone, thigh bone, hips, belly, breast. Picture myself, full sails and billowing, the wind through me porous, my joints gone liquid, waving in sway. Wind, wrapping, whipping, blowing my eyes out, washing my hair out, blowing my hair out, washing my eyes out. Aways, awake, aways, awake, aways, aways, awake, aways, 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 awake. Bravery burst the bulbs that bore my bubble, and naked I stand. Not now. Do not chip away or dwindle. You are not a candle. You are a rock tossed into crystal waters. Fall. You let go. Drop. Ripple. Sink. Sink. Ripple. Sink. Sink. Ripple. Catch a current. Ride. Land. Grace. Pride. Elegance. Dignity in the dirt, where you belonged long ago, mud-bathed and wallowed off in a willow wanderlust, sort of flounder flop, never losing form, only changing flavor, and the flavor you savor, embracing the spool as it spun. Embracing the spool as it spun. Divine prostration to the swift sky above, sweeping upwards in endless cirrus swoops of splendor. Finally, we remember I am small, and the wayward wind whispers. What's the rush? Hush, hush. And the breeze, and we breathe as we felt at ease again. I remember those others alive.
Thanks for taking our time. How's everybody enjoying the show? You'll recognize the little Easter egg. Nah? No? It's okay. You know it? Thank you.
Where is it?
Oh, yeah.
I have fans. Oh, thank you. I don't know. Thanks. Let's make this all right. So you guys having a good time? Having a good time with me, getting your minds open. I'm confused. No, I can be honest. I'm friends with everyone. Not really. I'm just here. I wish I could juggle. I could juggle for you. I have nothing to juggle, so I take it back. I cannot.
Sing.
Sing.
Dance. Think.
Not my character. Sorry. I would too. I would do the whole monologue, and then we'd be here for 5 hours. We can do the rest of the play. So, you guys come here often? Waiting for you. Exactly. He's making me stall a really long time. I haven't gotten an okay yet from anyone, but that's fine.
What do you need if you have 2 boats?
Oh, what?
A paradox.
I'm stealing that. tomorrow. For when this happens again. Awesome, you should have been part of that. So you guys love the space. Nothing is going to fall, I promise. Oh, I thought you were here to tell me we're ready. That's okay.
No, you're waiting.
Yeah. Forever. I hope you know this really is the rest of the night. It's just standing here all day. So, do you go here often? It's like, man, this is just like a first day at house.
Where do polygons go when they do wrong?
Wait, no, this is a joke. Oh, keep going. Sorry, continue with your
Where do polygons go when they do wrong?
Where do polygons go when they do wrong?
Yeah.
Where?
Prism.
Prism! Oh, I honestly love this. This is so good. So this is like a first date I had once with Ophelia's Ripple Effect by Giulio Cesar Perone. The full-length piece will be staged this coming autumn here in this lovely space. The work that we are presenting is initiated by investigating how perspectives and ideas in contested new territories of science and quantum theory affect our closest and most intimate relationships. I know. Me too. This investigation led to two previous staged theatrical installments, Quantum Love and Quantum Desire. Ophelia's Ripple Effect is the continuation of that investigation. In this latest installment, the entanglement of quantum physics with intimate human relationships, love in Shakespeare, is more intense.
Time. La durée. That's French for duration. Man's duration, or inner life, can only be understood through intuition. We cannot define our deepest experiences or desires through reason. We live them off the clock. Inner time can speed up or slow down. We feel myriad emotions, whereas scientific time always remains the same.
sensible.
Ripples are simply magic circles that remove us briefly from the flow of time and everyday life. Ripples lead the way toward true desire as they draw us further away from established identity. My lord, I've been so frightened. My lord, as I was sewing in my closet, Lord Hamlet, his stumbling all in grace, no hat upon his head, his stockings foul, ungartered, and downright to his ankle, pale as his shirt, knees knocking each other, and with a look so hideous in purport as if he'd been loosed out of hell to speak of horrors. He comes before me. He took me by the wrist and held me hard. think so? At last, a little shaking of my arm. And with his head thrice waving up and down, he raised a sigh so piteous and profound that it did seem to shatter all his bulk and his being. That done, he lets me go.